Hey everybody, how's it going? This is a ramble video of the Horus Heresy art books with a specific purpose in mind, and I'll get to that in a moment. Firstly, a little bit of backstory. Before we got the Collective Visions book, which I also own, we got these. These are soft cover. There's 4 of them. There's 4 volumes of the art book for the Horus Heresy, which were combined into that one Collective Visions book with some extra stuff. And I stumbled across these towards the end, I guess, of the run. The 4th book was out, so it was the easiest to get because it was kind of recent to its release at that time. So I tracked down the 4, and I bought them as I found them, and to collect, because I thought they were cool. I enjoyed the artwork that were in the cards, even though I never collected the card game. So I went ahead and got them, and then it seems not too soon, or not too far afterwards. I don't really know the proper saying that I'm going for, but what I'm trying to say is after I got all 4 and tracked them all down and had them for a little bit, it seemed a few months after that the Collective Visions book came out, and I was like, you serious? I just got these 4 and there's a book that has all 4 of them in one. But I picked it up anyway for 2 reasons. Like I said, there is some extra content in the Collective Visions book. Not that much, but that's a nice little incentive. And secondly, it's a lot easier to carry the one Collective Visions book than the 4 of these. Because the 4 of these, if I didn't show this already, are pretty big. Each book is this size. It's soft cover, but it's this size. So, pretty big. And the hardcover book, which is Collective Visions, is a lot thicker than these, but it's also the size of like a textbook, maybe a little bigger, so a lot easier to carry because of that. And also easier to page through, because if you want to page through the art books, instead of remembering which one you want to go see, you just get the Collective Visions book and you're good. But I kept these because why not? So, with that said, let me show you what I'm asking you guys about, and then I'll show you something after that. Right here, this is the artwork with the Emperor when he confronts Horus, and on the side we have these guys. They look like Marines, but I don't think they are. I think they're Custodian Guard, which are not Marines. They're different. The reason I say that, and I'll show you in a moment, is because of the helmet. But I'm not quite sure. I don't know if these are some special branch of the Custodian Guard. They don't have the typical armor color of gold. They're not quite as ornate. They do have the eagle head, and a lot of winged iconography, and like an eagle on the helmet here. But they look more Space Marine-ish. There we go. Except for their shoulder pads, which are a little different. And this is a good example of the helmet. And the reason I say this is if we page to here, we see Custodian Guard. But they're equipped more like a tactical squad, with bolters instead of having the Guardian Spear. Because the Custodian Guard did have access to basically Space Marine armory, or armory like a Space Marine. So, why not have squads that are equipped that way, I guess. And if you look here, we got examples of helmeted Custodian Guard, which use black helmets in this configuration. And you can see, for those two, the helmets look very similar to what I showed you. And we'll page back to that right now. You can see the helmets are pretty similar, especially the one down here. So I was thinking that there's some sort of Custodian Guard, but I really have no idea. They don't really have a backpack per se, like a Space Marine backpack for their armor. They got this thing back here. Maybe that's like their, I don't know what it is. It could be a close combat weapon, no idea. But they don't look traitor to me. They look like they're loyal. They look like they came with the Emperor. Remember the Emperor, Roboldorn, I believe, and Sanguinus beamed up, teleported up to Horus's flagship. They got separated, and I think this is the crew that was with the Emperor. So I'm not too sure. Because on the other side, which we don't have the artwork on in this book for, is Horus. And Horus has some of his crew behind him. They look very different, which is why I don't think they're a traitor. So if anybody has any information on these guys, that'd be cool to know, because they do look cool. I like their look. I just know nothing about them. I'm assuming they're some sort of custodian guard. So that's what I wanted to ask you guys about, and what I want to show you is Thousand Sons related. So here we go. That's a standard bearer of the Thousand Sons. Not really what I wanted to show you, but still cool. Up here is artwork with Ahriman, and Ahriman's in the center right here. And these two guys have what I want to show you. So we'll focus on Ahriman first, with his eyes glowing with power, with his Khopesh thing there. And what we have is basically what I was trying to talk about or describe when I showed you my Ahriman model that I didn't do to him, and that was right here. These lines on his mask. It's a line straight down, a line on an angle, kind of like also around the eye, right there. It's very Egyptian-esque, you know, Eye of Horus, eye whatever of the Eye of Ra. I don't know, pick an eye, and it's very reminiscent of that. And the Marine, one of the, I guess, veteran Marines down here also have it, or has it, I should say. Again, one down, one on an angle. I didn't do that to my Ahriman model because he had vertical slits, or slits going around the mouth area, which really kind of takes away from the look. Also, you can't go as far down, so it just kind of looks like you're drawing on, just drawing random lines on the mask or on the helmet. Also, I do have on a couple, I think, of Marines in my Horus 2000 Sons force. But that's what I was kind of talking about when I mentioned what I didn't do to Ahriman's eye on his helmet. I like that look a lot, it's just that with the slits it doesn't work. So that's pretty much all I really wanted to show you. Paging through the book to see if there's anything else. Oh, I think the novel mentioned Phocis Takar. That would be this guy. You can see it's got a very obvious nod towards the post-heresy look, only in red instead of blue. So that's what Phocis Takar would look like. Pretty cool look. And then some a dreadnought getting shot up. But anyway, really like this look that the Thousand Sons have. I said before and I'll say it again. I wish they kept this look and were loyal, or kept this look as traitor, but they didn't. They changed. Who knew? You know, Lord of Change, that they would change. But anyway, I really like this look, and if I could do a post-heresy loyalist Space Marine force that has a look like this, but maybe a different color scheme, because I already have the pre-Heresy 1000 Sons, I totally would, but I just have no idea what I would call them or the color scheme I'd go for, because I think this is just a really good color scheme. But anyway, just wanted to show you that on Ahriman's eye, that thing that I was trying to refer to, just in case you weren't quite understanding what I was talking about. And then asking you guys about these guys right here, because I'm assuming they're custodian guard or some sort of honor guard for the Emperor. I just don't know what legion it would be, considering the legions that were present at the Siege of Terra, or if they are custodian guard, if there's some type of special branch. No idea. Anyways, that's it. Just wanted to share the Horus Heresy art book with you a little bit, show you a little bit on the inside, and that's pretty much it. I definitely recommend getting the Collected Visions book if you're a fan of the Horus Heresy, I guess, time period. If you're going to make some stuff from that era, be it Space Marine Legions or whatever. Well, pretty much Space Marine Legions, or some people go Imperial Guard a little bit from that era. Definitely recommend it. It's a great source of inspiration. So that's pretty much it. Also, before I go, you can see there is writing. There's information in this book that isn't hard to find elsewhere, but it is cool. You can read some blurbs and some fluff stuff about certain legions and stuff like that. So yeah, until next time, take it easy.